How you doing, Ali?
Vin, it's been a long time. 20 years now. 20 years since the first film. 9 movies. How does it feel?
I feel like we're just getting started. I feel like we're just getting started. You work for Harry, right?
Yeah, I just started.
You were just fired. You know, it's so funny because, Ali, I don't think I reflect enough.
Mm-hmm.
The world has a way of changing. And we change too. There are moments that separate us.
Maybe it's the way that I create. I only use the past films as points to expand on to come to the finale of the mythology. But I don't reflect enough on the fact that it has been 2 decades and we've got the best fans, and literally the best fans in the world that have supported this franchise. Maybe I should reflect on it more, but I'm still in it. I'm not at the finish line yet.
It's a long time down, little brother.
How often do you get people actually quoting lines from the film at you?
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
Like, especially from the first film. Do you get that sort of thing?
I do. Whenever I'm with my friend Mark Zuckerberg, he quotes the lines from the movie. And sometimes I'll quote a line and he'll say, "No, Vin, that's not the line." And he'll quote the right line. It's very funny. Yes, so people do. And that's cool, right? Because again, you're always looking forward. You're always thinking about the task at hand. And when somebody does quote a line, you go, "Oh, that's right. I was a part of that."
When you gonna give Martin Luther King his car back?
As soon as you give Rick James his jacket back. All the lines that I do where I make fun of Tyrese's character, I get people coming up to me saying stuff like that all the time. It's like talking about his big ass forehead or, all of this different stuff.
That could have been my forehead, man.
Nah, that's not as big as your forehead. So yes, that lets you know people are really engulfed in the franchise.
That big-ass forehead sequence.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby or...
I'm just playing.
You better hide that big-ass forehead.
I was just joking. Whatever.
Was that really real? Because I've been told that was an in-the-moment laugh.
It wasn't in-the-moment laugh. That was not a part of the script. And I actually, I whispered to Dwayne Johnson that he should say that, and I didn't think he was going to do it. So it was a real reaction when he actually said it in his own way to Tyrese. And Tyrese's reaction was also very surprising because he had no idea that The Rock was gonna do that. So yes, 100% real, and that's why I spit out my drink. People have been wondering that for years. I'm here to let you know we try to make it as real and surprising as possible to get those real reactions.
So what do you say? Am I worthy?
We don't know yet. But you're in. Let's go.
There must be mementos and maybe crucifixes, like the chain crucifixes that have made it home. Is there a little area in your house that's got mementos?
I have the cars, so after every Fast and Furious, the studio will always gift me one of the cars from that chapter. So I suppose that's kind of a really big thing, that there is a car that represents each one of the chapters in the movie.
I would love one of them to be the flip car from 6.
Owen Shaw's flip car from London. That's the one I don't have. I have to grab that one.
So the mementos I've kept have been, I kept the jeans initially.
I'll have the tuna.
No crust?
No crust.
Because they were very distinct. They were these jeans that didn't have any top. They were just sort of these cutoffs. They were very 90s, so very appropriate. And then in this one, we had something that wasn't really showcased on the film, but it's in the poster. If you look at the bracelets Mia's wearing, it says Brian, and then it says, I named our kids Olivia, and I think our son is Jack. So we did that very purposefully. I worked with Sonia, our costume designer, and I said, I really want to have their names on there. And so I kept those. And of course, a set of hoops, because those are very Mia. So yeah, trinkets here and there for sure.
I actually bought one car from almost every Fast and Furious I've been in, excluding the ones that were shot in London because the steering wheel is on the other side. So I have a collection of vehicles from the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, the mementos. You know, when I think back, that cross it was just one of those days when you're, as an actor, you know how Robert De Niro used to say, supposedly, he used to say, he doesn't know the character till he finds the shoes.
Uh-huh.
So I remember the director coming to me as we were kind of constructing Dom, and it was just this little trinket. It was this silver chain. It wasn't gold, it wasn't gaudy. It was this simple little silver cross.
Will this do? We have eternity in this moment.
I tell you what else I love is seeing Dame Helen Mirren in a purple Noble M600.
Get the e-brake for me, would you, darling?
I think you have to be a pretty lucky kid from New York to be blessed enough to, in your 9th chapter, riding shotgun with one of your favorite people in the world. Dame Helen Mirren has such a special place in my heart. People are always shocked by my friends list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sir Michael Caine is such a close friend. And he was the one that told me right after I had done Chronicles of Riddick and casted Dame Judi Dench for Chronicles of Riddick back in 2003.
There are very few of us who have met a necromonger and lived to speak of it.
He said, you know who you would also love to work with? And I didn't know her yet. He said, you would love to work with Helen Mirren. You would love her. You would love her. And I do love her. And I'm so excited that I'm going to be in London in 6 months to complete this saga and to do the 2-part finale to this mythology.
Definitely 2 parts.
It's a 2-part. Yeah.
Crank it all the way up.
Get back with the soldiers.
How often do you get people accidentally calling you Dom?
If I'm in another country, I'll get Toretto. Actually, more than Dom, I'll get Toretto.
Toretto, stop right there. Toretto!
Hey, Toretto.
Oh, 100%. By the name Humbly Speaking, I have like 5 different names. I have, Ludacris. I have Tej from Fast and Furious. I produce things, so people, they'll call me stuff from Skinny Black from different movies. I have a lot of names.
I get it, and I love it. In fact, when I do get it, I feel like there's any Fast fan, I think, is a lifelong fan because it's been 20 years now. So there's this sense of, familiarity that I just love. Every day.
It's endearing because, for them, for the fans when they call in, you see it in their eyes. It's like a friend that that they haven't seen in a while. So they're so excited. They go Han or Han or Ham or whatever their pronunciation is.
It's interesting that you say that because if I was doing this interview with Paul Walker, like we've done for most of the 20 years, he would have answered that question and said, I love it when people call me Brian.
Started out small to a real bond, cause we're brothers first, cause we're been through a lot, but it ain't over, we gon' keep it.
You'll always be with me.
Change the game without even knowing.
And you'll always be my brother.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got?
Thank you so much, sir. Have a great rest of your day. Really appreciate it. Speak soon.
You too, Ali. Thank you.
You gon' be there for the last ride.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.